Hey folks, it's Maxwell here and welcome to another TEW9 video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I want to go over a couple of things that I don't think I've really touched on with my series so far. It's something I don't traditionally do because usually I just book the shows off video because they take so long. Just basically my time schedule. I think one of the shows and videos recently took me 3 days to get a full card together. But yeah, it's just really looking at stuff, talking over what it can and can't do, and basically kind of wanting to see what other people think about the features and how they intend to utilise it. So the first one I wanted to look at was your creative energy. So I've got a pre-show booking meeting here. It consists of myself, Mr. Smith, the user character. I've got Tommy Cornell, Martin Misery, Clifford Wilson, and we begin the meeting with 170 points of stored creative energy. So you can see there 73 Mr. Smith, 56 Cornell, 56 Misery, 54 Clifford Wilson. To see a detailed breakdown, we'll know about that one. After all the bonuses and penalties were applied, the meeting generated a total of 215 CE. When added to the CE you already stored, that took it to 385. 21st Century Best of British Wrestling requires 40 creative energy, 20 per hour, for basic booking creativity. This automatically has been deducted from your total. Your total has been stored at 250 CE, the maximum possible level. So that's telling me I really should utilise this every show. Ironically, I'm not here because I've got that many, but maybe it's a case of just storing as many creative ideas as you can and utilising them when you can. The problem is some will expire pretty quickly. You can see there one in February expires in May. You've got one in January that expires in April. It's a 3 months in pretty much. I'm saying that storyline one January to August. I'm assuming each particular one has a different duration of how long they last. You can see as well, likely to succeed, a bit of a gamble, and the other one was a big gamble. So I'm interested to see where people want to utilise them. Will they take a big risk in the main event, or will there be like lesser ones where they'll be like, it might fail, it might be not very over, and something like that might give it a big spike. So I'm interested to see how people look to do that. You also get people coming up, so Ernest Youngman has come up and said to us he wants to have a big gamble, creative finish in a matchup, so we need to debut him before the 5th of March so he can utilise it. So I'm intrigued to see how folk treat that. But you can see there, effectively you could be looking at what we have, one of each idea, creative finish, angle idea, gimmick idea, storyline and character. The only issue is with gimmicks is just how often you kind of change them up. So I'll be intrigued to see how it goes. We'll just put in, for example, a creative finish here. I will say yes. So that's going to expire the 10th of May. A big gamble, and I'll just put it as that. So that's fine. I'll get that at 1 point. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that works over the course of time. I've not delved in it too much. As every occasion I've just maybe popped in something here or there in the series just to try it, but it's something where I feel like it's that way. It's like a bit of a, I don't know if I'm right in saying, but an RNG kind of situation. It's like it could pay off, it might not, you could get lucky. So be intrigued to see, like, say if you had like creative finish, who uses it at like a massive mega pay-per-view and it pays off and you get that 5-star match or 100 rated match in show. So I'm intrigued to see how that goes down. So we've got that. As I said, I just wanted to quickly look through that. I'll quickly dive through my instance here. I'll just give him a 1 night deal. He is a former talent. Forrest Charmer helped create a fun atmosphere for classic rigger Michael Gregory. Philip Cooper and Gorilla Lee bonded. That's good to see. Anything else? Beast Bantam came to you backstage and thinks that Gravedigger has a bright future and he'll put him over. We'll see that at 1 point. And Alton Vicious has been obnoxious. Stern warning. Negative impact. That's not good. Jesus Christ, a lot of these. Slap on the wrist. Oh my god. Calling these sauce. And there we go again. So you get Landon Mallory coming to the backstage area with a creative finish. Finally. I always just go team bonding to strengthen everything. So the main thing is, this is what I wanted to kind of look through, was more so, not that, but this. These two buttons here. So add a match. So it seems like match is pretty similar. to how it's been. One thing that kind of throws me off with the UI here is obviously the staff is here now. So like road agent, like Alm used to always been there. And I seen a bit of people mention in the forums, and it actually caught me off guard as well, was the fact that titles has got its own tab now. Kind of don't see any reason why this stuff couldn't be on the screen here. It's just 2 extra buttons, but it is what it is. I think everything else is pretty much the same. Obviously, you can obviously add in a few things. Disable tournament checks, that's cool. You could have stuff like that, overwrite title changes. So a few other wee things in there. But it was mainly just to kind of showcase the staff and titles, just in case people missed it, like myself at one point. And the last thing I wanted to touch on is this one here, add angles. So this is going to be really interesting because obviously you can have up to 5 parts now. You can have it improvised, you can have it scripted, you can have it right up to an hour. You can have it in the ring, you can have it backstage and outside broadcast, because that keeps putting me off where I'm going to have my promos. If it's an angle, an interview or a video. Because interview is weird, because I feel like an interview to me is like sit down, Renee Paquette, but you do get people who just cut promos and just shout on the screen. So I think it's all about how you work it. It'll be interesting to see what gets over more and gets more used by everyone. Status can obviously be live or pre-tape, and of course you can have serious comedy, hype tease, character development. I wonder if like changing the type of content again reflects on how much a character not just can benefit in terms of popularity, but how they can increase their like certain skill sets as well. And obviously, you go to that, you've got, obviously, we'll just use Adam Travers, and you've got all the options that you can use in your angle. They can be an attacker, they can be in the background, so it could be like Kip Sabian lurking around, being interviewed, bodyguard, cameo appearance, character development, comic relief, cutting a promo, dramatic acting, fighting, interviewer, intimidation, non-speaking appearance. A lot of people tend to do off-screen because they are the subject of the promo, but again, can let us know how you go. Segment host, selling an injury, sex appeal, subject of the video, and a victim, and working the crowd. So a lot of options there. Some particular things will obviously only work with certain things, like I think subject to video obviously needs to be pre-taped, although how would that still work? Say you had like the Acclaim doing a music video on someone in the ring. I'm intrigued. But I think there's so much ways you can obviously go about it. That's obviously the staff button again for the commentary and the road agent. And if that all confuses you, you do have the quick angle here, and you can utilise up to 15 minutes if it's in ring, backstage or outside the broadcast, and if it's going to be an interview, cutting promo, hype video, beatdown, etc, etc. So in all honesty, I'll be utilising the main one for the creative series, because obviously I've got the opportunity to type it out. I don't really know if this is fully here. I'll just click that. I suppose you might actually have that as well, but I've just want to try and utilise that for my creative, and then for the sickos, I'm literally just going to go to quick angle and stuff for here and just explain things as it goes along. But it's good, there's stuff there for everyone. It's a big difference from the last one. Like, you know, if a lot of people were like me, but I'd done a lot of 1v1 sports entertainment hype segments, or a 1v1 backstage attack, etc, etc. So it's going to take a bit of time to get used to. Whether it's a pro or con remains to be seen, but I definitely think it does add that element of creativity, and like you can more improvise it in your head what you perceive in your head is going to happen on the show. So I'm just so curious how folk find it and what they think. But that was it. As I say, it's not an actual episode of 21st Century Wrestling. It was just utilising my save just to go through match, angle, and a wee bit of the creative ideas. So yeah, let me know what you think, how you're finding it. We're nearly we'll be over a week since the beta came out, a few days out since full release when this goes live. But yeah, let me know. And just plodding along, getting episodes basically written out, trying to figure out what's going to be the right formula in my head. As I say, I think it probably will be the end of the month before we see anything real world, but it's going to give us a real chance to dig deep into the C version. Of course, I'll be looking about the Grey Dog Software forums, always cutting about the 21st Century Wrestling thread, and I'll go on Fantasy Booker subreddit as well. And of course, check out tewdb.com. But take it easy, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.